A VP at Nvidia. Nvidia, the company that has made more money off of AI than probably anyone else on Earth, just told the press that for his team, the cost of AI compute is far beyond the cost of his employees. Let's run that back, okay? Nvidia, the company selling the shovels in the AI gold rush, their own internal AI usage is costing them more than the human salaries. Welcome to the Olive Badger channel. This is a Microsoft Chronicles video, and today we're talking about the part of the AI hype cycle nobody wants to say out loud. Companies fired a bunch of people to cut costs, replace them with AI, and are now paying more than they were before. So how'd that work out? All right, so Brian Catanzaro, VP of Applied Deep Learning at Nvidia, confirmed to Axios that compute costs for his team have completely outpaced what they spend on the humans doing the work. Uber CTO admitted they burned through their entire 2026 AI budget in just 4 months. A startup CEO posted $113,000 monthly AI bill on LinkedIn and apparently thought that was something to brag about. And through all of this, companies have laid off over 92,000 tech workers in 2026 so far, with the stated goal of running leaner. And we are going to go through exactly how this happened, why the math doesn't work, what quote unquote token maxing is. If we could just stop putting maxing at the end of everything, that'd be great, and why it's a real problem, and whether any of this spending is actually producing results, because the ROI question is finally getting asked at the board level and the answer's not looking so great, guys. All right, let's start at the beginning, because that is a very good place to start. So for the last several years, the pitch from AI vendors has been roughly the same. AI can do the work of your employees faster, without taking sick days, without benefits, without salary negotiations, the efficiency argument, the cost-cutting argument, the AI pays for itself argument, and companies bought into it hard. Big tech firms have committed about $740 billion in capital expenditures on AI-related spending in 2026 so far. That's a 69% jump from 2025. Meanwhile, Gartner projects worldwide IT spending will hit $6.3 trillion in 2026, up 13.5% year over year. And that number is being driven almost entirely by AI infrastructure, AI software, and AI cloud services. The people selling AI are doing great. The people buying AI, however, we'll be getting there in a second. Back to Brian Catanzaro, he is the VP of Applied Deep Learning at Nvidia. He's not just some external critic, he's an insider. His company literally makes the chips that run most of these AI workloads, and he told Axios plainly that for my team, the cost of compute is far beyond the cost of the employees. All right, think about that for a second. This isn't a small company that got caught off guard. This isn't a startup that miscalculated their token usage. This is one of the most AI sophisticated teams on the planet, saying that the bill for running AI has eclipsed what they're paying the people using it. Nvidia isn't even paying retail price for this stuff. They're the ones building the infrastructure. So if the compute bill is that high for them, what does that say about everyone else? And Nvidia isn't alone here. This is a pattern. Uber CTO Praveen Naga, I think is how you say his name, told the Information that the company's reliance on AI coding tools, specifically Claude Code, maxed out their full year 2026 AI budget in about 4 months. They planned a whole year budget, and in 4 months, they spent it. They spent it all before May. And the response was not to slow down either. Uber still isn't reconsidering their software engineering headcount at this stage. They're just going back to the drawing board on budget, his words. Then there's Amos Bar-Joseph, CEO of Swan AI. He posted on LinkedIn about his company's Anthropic bill. His 4-person team spent $113,000 in a single month on AI. He framed it as proof that they're building the first autonomous business, scaling with intelligence, not headcount. I want to be charitable here, like I genuinely do, but $113,000 a month for 4 people on AI. Like that's what, $1.35 million a year. Like that is not a headcount reduction. That is a very expensive engineering team that doesn't show up to stand up. And Goldman Sachs put out a research note that said companies are overrunning their initial budget for inference by orders of magnitude. Ugh, orders of magnitude. That's not a budget line item that's just going slightly over. That's a completely different number entirely. Now, not all of this is structural. Some of it is behavior. You now get to talk about token maxing, and this is apparently a real thing that engineers are doing now. So you have Jensen Huang, CEO of Nvidia, because we're just going to be back to Nvidia, said publicly that he would be deeply alarmed if a $500,000 a year engineer wasn't consuming at least $250,000 in tokens. It's a wild sentence, but okay, he said it. And apparently that inspired a subculture. So some engineers started treating token usage as a flex, like how much can you run through in a day. Meta reportedly had internal leaderboards where employees raced to see who could burn the most. Over 30 days, Meta workers ran through 60 trillion Claude tokens. 60 trillion. One engineer in Stockholm told the New York Times he probably spends more on Claude than he earns in salary. So running like multiple AI agents in parallel on complex tasks is genuinely useful and sometimes the right call. The problem is when the metric becomes the token count itself, not the output quality. So when you're optimizing for the bill, you're not optimizing for the work. And some CTOs built cultures, or let cultures build themselves, where burning tokens was evidence of productivity. And that's how you end up spending your annual budget in 4 months and then shipping overall crappy code. MIT's Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory did a study in 2024 on whether it actually makes financial sense to replace workers with AI, like not in theory, with actual cost modeling. Their conclusion was that AI automation is economically viable in about 23% of the jobs they studied. In the remaining 77%, keeping the human was cheaper once you factored in implementation costs, maintenance, hardware, and the ongoing human oversight still required to catch AI errors. 77%, guys, like that's not a niche edge case. That's most jobs. And this gets at something that doesn't get enough attention. Companies that replaced workers with AI didn't actually eliminate human oversight. They just shifted it. Now you need people to check the AI's work, catch the hallucinations, handle the edge cases, and do the escalations. In customer service, for example, a complex issue that a human rep might resolve in a conversation can turn into a multi-step AI failure with reputational damage attached. So you paid to lay off employees, you're now paying for the AI that costs more, and you're paying people to watch the AI. That's 3 costs where you used to have just 1. Okay, so here's where I land on this. I am not necessarily anti-AI. I've said that I do use it. I think it can be helpful. And I think there is a specific failure mode that keeps showing up in corporate AI adoption. And it goes something like this. Someone in a boardroom hears that AI can replace workers, makes that bet without doing the math, lays off a chunk of their team, and then discovers that the promise was a lot cleaner than the reality. And instead of admitting that, they double the budget and call it transformation. And the people who got laid off are still laid off, the bill is higher, the productivity gains are unclear, and the press releases still say efficiency. What gets me about the Catanzaro quote specifically is that he said it at all. He's at Nvidia. He has every incentive to say AI is worth it. His company's stock price depends on people believing that. And he still told Axios the compute bill is far beyond what they pay employees. Like, that's not a competitor throwing shade. That's a true believer admitting that math is hard. And I think the costs will come down in theory. Like, inference pricing has been dropping fast and that trend isn't stopping. The 90% cost reduction that Gartner is projecting over the next 4 years is theoretically real if it holds, but we're not there yet. And the companies that treated eventually cost effective as cost effective right now made a bet their employees paid for. And that's something that just really sits wrong with me. Not the spending, the order of operations, fire first, figure out the math second, and who knows, it may actually just continue to be more expensive to have AI instead of just having humans do your jobs for you. Now, if you made it this far, thank you. If this hit different, a like helps the algorithm figure out it's worth showing to other people. And if you think I got something wrong, tell me in the comments. I'd rather get corrected than just continuously, be wrong. This channel covers tech, AI, coding, and occasionally gaming news. If that's your thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Fair warning though, if you don't subscribe, I might be forced to banish you to the Shadow Realm.
Much better.
Which is totally not a thing I made up, but still feel should be known. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace out. Bye.